Hello and welcome. Today we're doing a review on this 2012 Hyundai Sonata GSE. This is a car I just bought. It's a red wasp right there. Oops, she's flying towards me. I guess I'm following him, but anyway, this is a car that I bought recently for $1,000 from the original owner. She was going to trade it in at a dealership that my friend works at for $1,000. It's a good running and driving car, but I hate Hyundais, and I'll explain why in this video. This car is powered by a 2.5 liter engine that is currently under a massive lawsuit for grenading. It is also under a lawsuit for 12-year-olds being able to steal them with a USB charger. So, not a good car. We'll start off with that. On top of that, this car, here's the engine below, the GDI engine. On top of that, brand new battery. This car, being a one owner, oh my bad, an old lady, her entire existence, this car has costed me over $1,000 since I bought it less than 2 weeks ago. Starter caught on fire because, you know, that's what happens. The battery died, of course. It happens. Then the variable valve timing went out. Some sensors inside of the engine decided to fail, and I had to pay for that. And then the last of the AC failed yesterday. All those have been fixed. I still need to clear the check engine light for the variable valve timing, but what a great car. And I say, sure, it might be because of miles. Well, why is 150,000 miles on it? A lot for a Hyundai, but not many for anything else. That 210 wagon I have right there, Mercedes, 220,000 miles. And it's running a lot better than this. And by checking on the service records on that car also sat in the field for 3 years that I pulled it out of. Put a battery in and it started right up. This car, good luck. Anyway, let's get into it. I already showed you the engine, the GDI engine, a horrible engine. It's known for exploding. Paint is also fading really bad. Even this car was kept underneath the carport for most of its life. You know, not bad again. I really dislike Hyundais and Kias. I think they're pretty bad cars. But we'll try to put that judgment aside and we'll get into it. So this is one of the more base model Hyundai Sonatas of this era. No sunroof, no pano sunroof, no heated or cooled seats, no touchscreen navigation. But it is still, you know, a fairly well-clipped car for 2012. This design was pretty radical. This one and the 212 E-Class were fairly similar in styling, with the coupes at least. So this was the 212 E-Class coupe. Hyundai probably copied it, but you know, it is what it is. Trunk button is right here, gas cap is right here, your fuses are right here, and your engine release is right there, along with the park and brake, of course. Eco mode, traction control, and turning the lights up or down in this car. Normal switches or stalks, pretty standard for this era. Of course, fading right here, but this is your telephone for Bluetooth, as well as your switching and cruise control, all that kind of fun stuff. Here's your key for this car, very easily stolen Hyundai launcher key. Right here you have a clock, it tells you the airbag's off, standard stuff. Radio's right here. Climate control, kind of like a Saab, so you can change your modes. I just leave on that. Fan speed is right here. Climate controls are right here. You know, standard stuff. Hazard lights are right here. You have a little storage cubby right here. Not huge, but it works. As well as some storage right there. 2 cup holders, coin holder. The center console. That is decently large. This one has manual seats that are, you know, all right. These are kind of comfortable, but you know, it's pretty standard for the era. Glove box, pretty well equipped with an owner's manual. Up here we have 2 lights as well as sunglass holder and your door things. Sun visors are well shaped and no complaints there. Let's get on to the gas cap, the trunk, and the rear seats. Also your locks, windows, and air controls. Pretty standard. Gas caps on the side, so it's easy. Trunk's pretty spacious. I have 2 very large boxes of chips, and there's still room for another bag of chips. I just have a release right here to pull it. Back seats are pretty spacious. I am 6'3", and I fit in here with my driving position as is pretty well. Window switches right here, and a center console with cup holders. This car is pretty dirty, as you'd expect from a Hyundai. Also, you have child lock, I guess. Fake wood trim right here. That'd be really annoying if child lock is on, but I think it is. Anyway, let's take this Hyundai Sonata for a drive. So you can see 149,749 miles. AC is all right. It's ambient at best. Let's put our seatbelt. I've not been able to get that airbag light to go away. I've changed all the sensors and it decided to stay there. But whatever, I'm not keeping this car. I got it for a really good price, and I was gonna fix it, sell it to somebody, and it decided it wants to stay with me for the rest of its life. There's a cat right there. Power's decent. It's pretty good for a little 4-cylinder, 2.5 liter, but it is a noisy, loud car. Radio's decent. Of course it would be because it's a cheap car. Most cheap cars have really good radios. And it rides all right. I mean, suspension is standard for what the price of these points, none of these cars were. So like $25,000, $30,000 range. Interiors materials in the interior are not horrible. A lot of plastic, but soft touch. Rubber, some plastic, but it looks decent. For a cheap car that, a Kia boy would be stealing, it's not bad. Power is decent, but I don't want to accelerate too hard because I might grenade the engine. As you do. Would I recommend this car? Definitely not. The only reason I'm doing this review is mainly because you shouldn't buy one, and second of all, because I've decided to review every single car I buy, as long as they run and drive fairly well. And this one does neither of that. I think my 1975 Mercedes that I pulled out of a field drives better than this, starts better than this, and is more reliable. Because so far the starter is not caught on fire. But, it's a 75 Mercedes, so of course it wouldn't. My 2003 Jaguar XJ8 that sat in a garage for 2 years and was a blown head gasket. Starts better than this, runs better than this, and is more reliable. But that's not the point. That car has a blown head gasket. You might say, well, at least it's under a lawsuit for engines. These cars are cheap for a reason. You can pick up one in a nice shape like this one for around $1,000 to $3,000 that will inevitably blow up on you or get stolen. They're not good cars, and you should definitely not buy one. Anyway, that is probably the end of this rant on a horrible car that you should never buy unless you want your car to get stolen, and then, yeah, sure, go ahead and buy it. Or you want it to blow up, and then, yes, sure, buy it. It might be a better option than a 750 IL. And while you might say, oh no, the poor need a car, the poor would be poor if they bought one of these. They'd be in much better shape if they bought a Mercedes E320. Even though it takes premium gas and I'm going to get the best MPG, it's going to outlast this thing. So, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. You probably didn't because you probably did, because hopefully you did, because you wanted advice if a Hyundai Sonata is a good car, and no, it's not. Don't buy one. You're going to waste your money. Buy one of these instead. This was half the price and runs 10 times as good. Anyway, we're gonna get on to this car now. I'm gonna review this one. I'm about to sell it, so I hope y'all enjoyed the Hyundai Sonata video. Again, please do not buy one. You're gonna regret it. So anyway, have y'all a good day. Bye.